Valentine's Day is tomorrow, so what better time to go over the saddest romantic movies ever? Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As I previously said, tomorrow is Valentine's Day, the big gigantic day of love. I'm all ready with my black nail polish on, woo, just like my soul. Black as can be. No, just kidding. Not hating on the holiday. If you have a significant other, congratulations for Valentine's Day. But I am going to go over my top 10 saddest romantic movies ever. If you agree with me, let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to hit that red subscribe if you love movie content just like I do. So let's get into this top 10 list. My number 10 is Titanic. And if I have Titanic at number 10, it's only going to get sadder from here. Everyone knows what Titanic is. Oh, there's my cat. She wants to be in the video. Everyone knows the story of Titanic. Everyone has seen Titanic. It is a big, gigantic, tragic love story. Rich girl, poor boy, meet on a ship. She's betrothed to someone else that she doesn't want to be with. They fall in love. The iceberg hits. And tragedy ensues. And let me tell you something. There was room on that door, Kate Winslet. I do not want to hear it. You could have saved him. Number 9, I have Brokeback Mountain. Brokeback Mountain. It's been a while since I've seen this film. However, you cannot help but cry at this film. It is simply two men that fall in love with each other, and this was very forbidden back in that time. The cowboys, you're supposed to be rough and tough, no nonsense. No, we don't do that. But it's purely a love story at the end of the day, and it's so tragic at the very end with him and the shirt. Oh, I die. I just die. Number 8, I have My Girl. My Girl, Anna Klumsky. The moment she is in front of Macaulay Culkin's coffin and says, "Where are his glasses?" I die. I completely die every single time. This isn't necessarily a romantic movie, but it kind of is, because she loves her best friend so deeply. And that is just such a tragic, pure moment, because you can actually picture a little girl doing that in real life, non-scripted. It just tears your heart out every single time. It just affects me to my core. Number 7, I have City of Angels with Nicolas Cage and Meg Ryan. He is an angel that has never been a human, has never had a human experience, and he falls in love with a human while he's trying to take a soul. So he becomes human, he falls to earth and becomes human, only to lose her in the very end of the film. And I actually just watched the ending scene on a YouTube clip, and I started tearing up. It's just, God, when love is pulled away from you like that. I'm going to start right now. It affects you so very badly. It's such a tragic film. It really, really is. Number 6, I have The Notebook. Who on earth has not seen The Notebook? You cry at this film every single time. You have these two characters that love each other so much, that they fight so much, but they love each other so much. Their parents don't want, well, her parents don't want them to be together. They're being separated, but they want to be together. And at the very end, they are together. However, she loses her memory, and it is so tragic. What is very tragic to me are love stories with wasted time. That affects me really, really bad. And The Notebook is a symbolism of that for me. Number 5, I had Romeo and Juliet. This is the version with Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes. I actually grew up with this as my Romeo and Juliet, not hating on any of the other versions. I'm sure they're fantastic, but this is the classic, tragic love story that Shakespeare wrote such a long time ago, way back. This is like the original blueprint of the tragic love story. But just the way Baz Luhrmann directed this film, their acting, putting it more in a modern day setting, The set design, the production design was absolutely incredible with this film, and all of those ingredients just made for a fantastic mixture. Rumor is Leo and Claire did not get along, so they did a great acting job. Number 4, Moulin Rouge. Moulin Rouge, Nicole Kidman, Ewan McGregor, they bring it together. It's believable. She's a prostitute. He's a writer. He falls in love with her, but she is promised to somebody else. There are so many obstacles that they are going through. And at the end, they're allowed to be together only for her to die in the end. Sorry if I spoiled that for anyone, but Moulin Rouge has been out for a really long time. So if you haven't seen it, that's your fault. Number 3 is The Fault in Our Stars. I die. My cat is opening up the closet. I die every single time I watch this film. I cannot watch it very often because when we get to that ending, the last like half hour, it literally rips my heart out. It rips your heart out. It's 2 sick kids, teenagers, that fall in love with each other, much like 5 Feet Apart. However, The Fault in Our Stars, I believe, did a much better job than 5 Feet Apart. The Ansel Elgort and Shailene Woodley, their chemistry together was more believable to me. I felt that was an actual love. They are sick. They are both dying. They do not have any hope. All they have is each other. They want to experience life together. And it's just... I think you know where I'm going from here. One of them does not make it. And it is such a ripping apart your heart story. It's unbelievable. Number 2, Blue Valentine. And this is saying a lot because I just watched this film a couple of nights ago. I was making up this list and I had heard about this film and I knew it had a sad undertone. So I decided to go on Netflix. I watched this a couple nights ago. Oh my God. This is Marriage Story done way better. Okay? If you thought Marriage Story was good, go on Netflix and watch Blue Valentine. It has Ryan Gosling and Michelle Williams. She was actually nominated for an Oscar for this role, and I can see why. It's about this young couple that tells their story of falling in love. However, it goes in flashbacks, much like Marriage Story. I think Noah Baumbach really took a lot of inspiration from Blue Valentine because the similarities are really creepy. They're very, very much alike. And this couple is unraveling. You can see she no longer wants to be with him, but he is still fighting to be with her. And that is what rips your heart into pieces because only half of this couple wants to give up on the marriage and the other one does not. And it leaves you shattered, absolutely shattered, because at the very end, you really don't know where they're going because it kind of just cuts off and you're left with that question of what happened. But it is just one of the saddest movies I have ever seen. Very, very tragic. My number 1 choice is A Star is Born. Now, I'm going with the most current version with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. However, you could go with any one of the versions. They're pretty much all the same roadmap formula of how the story goes. This is my number 1 pick because it is the one that I can relate to the very most. This is hard for me right now to open up a little bit to you, but this is our channel, and I'm going to share a little bit of my life with you, my private life. I am divorced. My ex-husband, unfortunately, fell into using substances, and this is why we got divorced. And this movie, A Star is Born, hits home with me so much because everything was fine, and then all of a sudden my love was ripped away from me overnight, and I had no idea what was going on. So I can relate to this film, especially at the very end when she's feeling everything. She's thinking about everything. And when I saw this movie in theaters with my mom, I sat there and I cried for 10, 15 minutes. I couldn't leave my seat. I was so affected by it because I could relate to it so well. It is such a tragic story of one person succeeding and going up and the other person going down, not being able to cope. And it's my number one. It is the saddest movie of all time. So that is my top 10 of the most sad romantic movies, just in time for Valentine's Day. I'm sure you guys are so glad you clicked on this. Let me know down below. Do you agree with my choices? What are your top 10 lists for the most tragic or saddest romantic movies? Let me know. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe. Happy Valentine's Day tomorrow, and I'll see you at the movies.